Hello there friends, CSGO Live here. In today's video, NiKo officially leaving G2, more roster changes, an insanely emotional major final, and plenty of other exciting news from the world of CS2. So without further ado, let's get straight to it. And my friends, I think we shall kick things off with something exciting, roster changes, as the off-season has officially begun. The major has just wrapped up and we've already seen rumors swirling about top teams and potential roster shuffles. So let's do it one by one. First up, Cloud9. According to Overdrive, the team is planning 2 changes. He says that Inters will be leaving the roster, with Magno.js expecting to take his place. There have also been rumors that Cloud9 is interested in signing Siren. Honestly, I have no idea what can save this roster. I mean, ever since Cloud9 came back to CSGO and CS2, they have been playing disastrously. They haven't achieved nothing, and it feels like only the will of God is holding them together. I don't know, my friends, I don't even consider Cloud9 a tier 1.5 team now, so maybe we shouldn't even talk about them at all. Anyways, there are also whispers about who might become Virtus.Pro's new AWPer. Insiders report that it could be Zorte, who is currently playing for BB Team. And I mean, this move makes sense given Zorte's experience and aggressive playstyle, which aligns well with the new direction VP is taking under Electronics' leadership. Insiders also hint that this won't be the only roster change for VP, so we might see more departures soon. Fnatic is also in the market for a new AWPer. Insider reports indicate that they're interested in signing Holzerk from Complexity. I remind you that Fnatic recently parted ways with their coach, and Complexity has already made one roster change, so these both teams are uncertain of their future. Still, these 2 teams are worth discussing, unlike Cloud9. But there's one team that got hit by a reshuffle wave hard. TSM have announced that they're disbanding their current roster, so NiKo, Valde, and Ragin are now free agents, while Zyphon, Akor, and Sierra have been benched. Basically, that's because of their 1-3 score at the RMRs. I remind you that initially TSM had assembled an international roster from free agents and benched players to compete with top teams, but the lineup failed to deliver the expected results, which led to a disbandment. And my friends, if you want to stay updated on all the biggest stories from the world of CS2, don't forget to follow us on Twitter, because that's where we post the most important news first. So don't miss out, hit that follow button right now, and also the like for this video. And now, continuing the roster change discussions, we have some big news from G2. Several players at once have officially confirmed NiKo's departure. Taz stated that NiKo will be the only player leaving the roster this season. His exit was also confirmed by Monesi, who admitted during a conversation with Zeus that he had already shed tears over his teammates' impending departure. NiKo's contract officially ends on the 1st of January, and he is set to join Falcons in the new year. The rest of the Falcons lineup is still unknown, though there have been some rumors about Yimpat potentially joining the roster, who also said that he doesn't know what will happen in the future. As for G2, there's no word yet on who will replace NiKo. The only confirmed detail is that Melbs will take over NiKo's roles in the team. Although for some reason NiKo said the following words: "Thank you so much guys, we will come back stronger," potentially meaning that he will stay in G2. So the rumors started speculating that he is not leaving the team and all that, and some people really believe it. But then Overdrive came to the rescue with some exciting news. So according to Overdrive, Flamus, the star of Gamer Legion, is expected to take over the anchor role from Melbs. Given his impression performances at the major and the RMRs, Flamus might be just the one to fill NiKo's shoes. Also, he will have great communication with Monesi because he's basically Russian as well, and I think he's just a great player with huge potential. So that might be one hell of a reshuffle. As always guys, don't forget to share your thoughts about reshuffles in the comments below. I remind you once again that the off-season has just started. started. And to stay up to date with all the official reshuffles, all the rumors, all the potential transfers and all that, don't forget to hit the follow button just below the video. We will be here telling you everything. Now, shifting away from roster changes, the tournament schedule for ESL tournaments of the upcoming year has been revealed. As tradition goes, the year will kick off with IM Katowice, running from January 29th to February 9th. Next up is the ESL Pro League Season 21, which will take place in Sweden instead of Malta in the beginning of March. Following that is IM Spring in late April, and then comes IM Dallas in the middle of May. After a short break in tournaments, the beloved IM Cologne will make its return from July 23rd to August 3rd. ESL Pro League Season 22 will be in the late September, although its location is yet to be announced. Finally, the ESL year will conclude with IM Chengdu, scheduled from November 3rd to November 9th. Mark your calendars, guys, and get ready for an action-packed year of Counter-Strike. And again, don't forget to follow us, because we will be here covering it all. Now guys, let's not waste any time and dive straight into the final matches of the major in Shanghai. First, we'll quickly go over the semifinals before moving to the main event, the grand final that will sell everything. I mean, you guys know the results, but I have something to show you. Let's do a quick recap. First, Mouse vs Spirit, the semi-final showdown. It was a thrilling battle featuring two teams known for their young, talented players. The series kicked off on Nuke, where Mouse initially set the pace despite a shaky start. After losing the pistol round due to a sloppy mistake, Mouse recovered quickly by winning the force buy and the first gun round. Then they got 6 consecutive rounds. Spirit managed to grab their second round by pulling off an impressive 5v2 comeback. Mouse responded with 2 more rounds, but Spirit gathered themselves towards the end of the half, bringing the score to 8-4 in favor of Mouse. Switching sides, Torji clutched a crucial 1v2 in the pistol round, setting the tone for Mouse's dominance in the early second half. They secured 2 more and took it to 11-4. Spirit began to come back with 3 rounds of their own, but it wasn't enough. Shui led Mouse to map point and closed out the game, giving Mouse a 1-0 lead in the series. Spirit's struggles in Nuke seemed to stem from Donk's inability to find his groove. Moving to Ancient, Spirit turned the tables. The Dragons dominated early, securing the first 5 rounds with ease. Mouse fought back with Torji, stepping up to take the first round, which was followed by a ninja defuse from Brolin in the next. However, Spirit quickly regained control, taking another 2-round streak. Mouse had a moment of brilliance with Yimphat's quadro kill on a force buy, but they failed to capitalize on it. Spirit closed out the first half with a commanding 9-3 lead. In the second half, Spirit's momentum didn't falter. Mouse only managed to win a single force buy before conceding 3 consecutive rounds, so Spirit won the map 13-4, and it was a tie, 1-1. The decider map Mirage delivered an intense finale. Spirit started strong, with Donk nearly clutching a 3v5 in the pistol round, only for Torji to save the day for Mouse. This led to a 3-0 lead for Mouse. Spirit responded by winning their own 3v5 and securing another one to close the gap.
For a second, more required, and he delivers again. Doc 3, Jimmy puts him on his ass. Pull the trigger, about to be revealed. Not ready for it was Shui. Should just be a formality here for Spirit, given the time on their side. And this shot from Zero, Jimmy gives it a go, tickles the bomb. Shiro puts his name in the feed.
Mouse answered with a force buy, and Shui clutched to keep the momentum alive. However, Spirit regained their footing, taking 4 consecutive rounds at the end of the half and equalizing the score to 6-6. But after the side switch, Mouse just disappeared from the map. Team Spirit dominated the second half, allowing Mouse to win only 1 before closing out the map. This way, Mouse bowed out of the tournament, while Spirit advanced to the major grand finals. The other semi-final featured an intense clash between G2 and FaZe. The series began on Ancient, and FaZe set the tone early. Brokey and Robs clutched a 3v5 in the pistol round, sparking an 8-round streak for FaZe. G2 looked completely lost on the map, managing to secure only 1 round with a single M4 and 4 pistols.
Trying to set up anything, right? It's got to be desperate. Robs gets a team kill, that could help. NiKo's on the other end, but now it's a knife out. Denied a float. Easy does it for Brokey. Tries to cover the smoke. They're charging through this, and it's costing them. But Robs has been on an absolute tear. a single shot, he'll take his bomb plant, so we hope. We've got G2 on the scoreboard. FaZe may be getting a little too fast for themselves.
Even that brief success didn't help much, as G2 ended the half with only 2 rounds on the board. Switching sides, G2 started strong, winning the pistol round and stringing together 4 consecutive rounds. However, once FaZe built up their economy, they hit back with a full buy and quickly closed out the map with a commanding 13-6 score. Moving to Nuke, G2's map pick. Here, the game was far closer than it initially looked. FaZe pulled off a miraculous pistol round from a 2v4. Then, Rain followed up with a clutch, giving FaZe an early lead.
While taking the fight on his own accord, Snacks, it's a scout, not an op, and it's just off the mark. Easy pickups from these M4s at the distance outside. Hunter loses his head, the force buy will net them nothing.
At 3-0, G2 finally stabilized and won their first round. m0NESY almost clutched a 1v3 in the following one, but FaZe regained control. At 5-1, G2 managed to take another round with pistols, helping them to recover slightly. However, FaZe regained their momentum towards the end of the first half, closing it out at 8-4. Switching sides, G2 mounted an impressive comeback, winning the pistol round and taking 5 in a row and seizing the lead. But FaZe Clan responded with a 2-round streak of their own, and G2 then delivered a stunning 2v4 clutch to keep their hopes alive. FaZe refused to back down, forcing the map into the overtimes. There, both teams traded rounds back and forth. FaZe pulled off a crucial 3v5 win in the final round of the first OT half, so they had a slight advantage. After switching sides, FaZe secured the first round to reach the map point, and then just finished off G2 to take the series. So basically, FaZe Clan eliminated G2 and sent them packing. This match was basically the last game for current G2 roster, with NiKo most likely moving to Falcons, and poor m0NESY missing the grand finals. The long-awaited final between FaZe and Spirit brought the season's 2 best teams head-to-head. These two had already faced each other at IEM Katowice finals, where Donk and his team claimed victory. Now they meet again to close out the year in Shanghai on the biggest stage of all. I gotta be honest, my friends, this major has been anything but ordinary, with unforgettable moments like the incredible run of the Mongols, the heartbreak of G2 and Vitality's early elimination. Many are already calling this major playoffs the most thrilling in years, and honestly, I have to agree. Don't forget to write your thoughts about the major finals in the comments below. But, well, the grand final began on Nuke, a familiar battlefield for FaZe. They had already bested G2 and given Vitality a tough fight on this map earlier in the tournament. However, Spirit were more than ready. FaZe started strong, winning the pistol round, but Spirit quickly answered as Donk unleashed his Deagle to swing the momentum. This sparked a 3-round streak for Spirit, putting them in the lead. FaZe struck back with a single AK buy, securing a crucial round and building a streak of their own. Towards the end of the first half, Spirit regained their footing. In a standout moment, Chopper decided to waste some valuable time and denied a bomb plant. Brokey for some reason decided to knife Magix, but it didn't work out. The half ended 7-5 in favor of Spirit. Switching sides, Donk clutched in a 1v2 in the pistol round, extending Spirit's lead. They followed it up by 3 more rounds, taking a commanding position. What followed was a back-and-forth struggle, with both teams trading rounds. Here, Shiro made a critical play, clutching a 1v2 with a Tech-9 and an AK, earning Spirit the map point. FaZe Clan responded with an incredible force buy win, but it just wasn't enough to complete the comeback. Spirit won Nuke, taking FaZe's pick and leading 1-0 in the series, and I remind you, this finals is best of 3. Ancient Spirit's map pick began with a rough start for the Dragons. FaZe just stormed ahead, winning the pistol round, the force buy, and the first gun round. However, Donk stepped up with a jaw-dropping ace, his 4th ace of the major, setting a new record, by the way. But despite Donk's heroics, Spirit couldn't fully recover. In the next round, Robs responded with a critical triple kill, pushing FaZe to 5-1. Although Spirit managed to claw back a pistol round win, leveraging a well-executed strategy around Donk's AK. The The first half ended with FaZe firmly in control, 8-4. After the side switch, we had a stunning 3v5 win for Spirit in the pistol round. However, FaZe struck back hard as soon as they had the money. They took 5 consecutive rounds and basically closed out Ancient. With the score tied 1-1, the stage was set for an epic decider. The final map, Dust 2, is one of the oldest and most iconic maps in history. A map that leaves no room for excuses, only raw skill matters. This was where the major champion would be crowned. The game began with Donk's incredible triple kill in the pistol round, setting the tone for Spirit. They followed it up by a force buy win, but FaZe responded with a force of their own to secure their first round. However, once Spirit's economy stabilized, they took control, winning 5 consecutive rounds. By this point, Donk was dominating the server with an insane 16-2 stat line, while Robs struggled to make any impact. FaZe's nerves were showing. At 7-2, they lost a crucial round due to a poor call by Kerrigan. The first half ended 8-4 in favor of Spirit, leaving FaZe with an uphill battle. The situation grew even bleaker for FaZe after they lost the second half pistol round. Team Spirit surged ahead, extending their lead to 12-5. In a desperate move, FaZe opted for a double op setup with Brokey and Robs. And you know what, guys? Surprisingly, it worked. FaZe started to string rounds together, clawing their way back into the game. The turning point came at 10-12, with Spirit in a dominant 4v2. Just when it seemed like the game was slipping away, Robs delivered an absolutely ridiculous no-scope mid-air. He turned the round on its head and capped FaZe in competition. The score narrowed to 11-12, and everything was on the line. In the next round, Spirit decided to execute BIS split. It seemed to be flawless, but then Shiro was left in a 1v1. And this is what happened. Congratulations, Team Spirit, they are the champions of Shanghai Major. Team Spirit is the second organization in history to win both a CS Major and the International in Dota 2. The first team was Na'Vi. Donk became the youngest MVP and Major winner in his 17 years, while Shiro finally achieved his long-awaited victory. But for FaZe Clan, it was heartbreak once again, as Kerrigan fell short in another major final. The CS2 community rallied around Kerrigan after the match. Thorin, for example, questioned what karmic debt the legendary captain must have incurred in his past life to lose his third major final, while Jason Lake, the CEO of Complexity, offered support. He said that Kerrigan's emotional reaction was a testament to the immense dedication and the passion he poured into CS2. The aftermath of Spirit's victory at the Shanghai Major brought fascinating changes and moments both in and out of the game. So first, Spirit's win significantly impacted the Steam marketplace. The holographic Donk sticker skyrocketed by 200% and is now priced $120, while gold Donk sticker saw an incredible 400% increase, reaching $2,000. People were mad to buy Donk's gold stickers, which basically reflects Donk's explosive rise to fame. During the grand finals, Lassen, the YouTuber, decided to take a massive risk. A trade-up contract for an Orb Dragon lore, right in the middle of the celebration. While his reaction to succeeding in the craft was priceless, it's unclear whether he was more excited about the intense finals or his new ultra-rare skin. Also, Spirit's sniper Shiro made headlines not for just his gameplay but for his generosity. Fulfilling a promise he made before the major, Shiro gifted Deco his butterfly knife Doppler, one of the most wanted knife skins ever, and it has an astronomical price. Meanwhile, guys, do you remember Zeus from Na'Vi or maybe from Gambit who won the major? So this legendary player just went off the rails. He's a super controversial persona. So basically at the after party he drank a lot. And by saying it, I mean it. He posted infinite cringiest content on his Telegram channel, and I, for God's sake, witnessed it. And I wish I could delete it from my memory. I mean, one thing is when he bothers Monacy with autographs and stupid questions, but the other is when he posts videos from his hotel room with a Chinese woman, and she's naked, and he's basically dead wasted. While Zeus claimed she was 21, social media buzz speculated otherwise. At least she seemed happy. By morning, Zeus deleted all the posts and the chat, but as saying goes, the internet remembers everything. By the way, before the grand finals, Zeus participated in a fun and unique show match featuring two very interesting lineups. I mean, guys, just listen to it. The all-star mix: Zeus, Simple, Pasha Biceps, Jax, and Yatoro, one of Dota 2's best players, and also a player for Team Spirit. He won the International 2 times. I mean, 4 CS Legends and a Dota player? Well, okay. On the opposing team, though, we saw players from Rare Atom and a Formula 1 driver, and also a Chinese content creator Machine. But it was super fun to watch and a super hyped match. It was on train, but with a twist. Teams had to complete additional challenges throughout the game. And what's even more surprising is that despite the star power of Zeus and Simple's team, the Chinese squad came out on top. It was an unforgettable highlight. And you know what, guys, I can say this, at least Simple had a lot of fun.
Delícia, delícia, assim você me mata. Ai, se eu te pego, ai, se eu te pego.
And it was very pleasing to the heart to see him enjoying the game. Anyways, that's all for today, my friends. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, to follow our channel, and drop a comment in the comments below. And even though there's gonna be a huge off-season break ahead, we will have a lot of things to discuss, so I'm not saying goodbye for a long time. See you soon.
Ai, se eu te pego, pego.
The year of the dragon!